What's up everybody, this is Stephen Coss for Current Vista Productions, and in this video we're going to talk about how I go about practicing chords. So hopefully you'll stick around, it's going to be a good video, I hope. So the first thing that I want to talk about is when you practice, like it's not really just in general practicing, it's when you're practicing chords, make sure it's in a structured way. So I'm going to show you how I go about practicing my chords. First I'm going to show you one chord. I'll take it through the circle of fourths, another chord, I'll take it through half steps, another chord, minor thirds up and down, diminished fourths, melodies, accent every other triplet, accent every other third, and sixth. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's take a look at our first voicing, and we're gonna take it through the circle of fourths and back. Maybe not through all of them for the sake of the length of the video, but let's check out the first chord. The first chord that I have is this chord. We'll start in C major. So that is the root, the third, the fifth, the ninth, the fifth, or the second, the fifth, the seventh, second or ninth, and the fifth. I like this chord because in your left hand, you're able to go beyond an octave range. You actually have to play the second degree. And then in your right hand, it's very simple. You play a G major triad over the C chord. So in essence, it's a C over G with an octave with a ninth thrown in there. So it's a nice wide voicing. It gets your fingers nice and spread out so that when you take it through the other keys, especially this B flat right here, my left hand has to really stretch for that. So here we are taking it through the circle of fourths, right? And we'll go through all the keys and do that. So that alone in and of itself is not going to get a voicing deep within your fingers to the point where if you're going to play it over like giant steps or something, because actually that chord happens to be the first chord. There's that voicing again, right? So to get it to the point where it's that quick, we got to take it not just through the circle of fourths and backwards, is we're going to do half steps, okay? So take it up a half step. That's a good starting point. Circle of fourths, half steps. This next one is going up in minor thirds, up and down. So if we take the root note of C, go up a minor third or down, or we'll go up. Minor third, so that's E flat, minor third above that, G flat, minor third above that, A, minor third, and you arrive back at the home of C. Then if you take that and go up a half step, all up the minor thirds, all up the minor thirds again, another half step, you're going to end up with 4 plus 4 plus 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 is going to be all 12 keys. All right, so let's take another voicing. I got a little hodgepodge of voicings here. Ooh, let's take this diminished chord. Let's start in C. So here's what it is. The root, the flat 7, flat third, fourth, and the ninth on top, flat 5. Of course, you got it. That's where the spice is. Root, flat 5, 7, third, fourth, ninth or second. Very nice spread out voicing here. Up minor thirds and back down. Right, then you go up a half step and you want to do the exact same thing. Beautiful down below. So it's really nice to throw in, right? Especially it resolves real nicely to this. Literally, I'm not changing anything. Nice little 2-5-1 there. So we went up minor thirds, we went down minor thirds. By the time you get to this point, you're getting that voicing under your fingers really well. Next is taking that pattern of minor thirds and kind of moving it around. What I like to do is to take the root note of C, F sharp, E flat, A, F sharp or G flat, C. And that sounds like this when you do the voicing. Has that real kind of creepy effect. So you do that and then come back down, which is a challenge. Didn't really think about that. And then go up a half step, right? So we're gonna go and go all the way up and come all the way back down. So that voice, man, when you're doing that, it develops, in me at least, a quickness of just getting that voicing under my finger. So after that, I will put it over a melody. So if we take a melody, let's say we're doing, I guess it's Christmas time around this time. Christmas time is here. So we take that. Right? But we do it as what we call planing. I actually have a video of planing, the power of planing chords. Someone's having a horrible Christmas. God, such a sad Christmas. I almost want to follow it up with. This is where you can use that voicing right here, kind of a modified version. There was that voicing earlier, kind of a little bit modified, but. So anyway, taking that and put it over a melody. So we got circle of fourths, half steps, we've got minor thirds up and down, altering that minor thirds, we've got melodies. What else can we do with chords? We can imply, or we can put rhythmic patterns, not imply, put rhythmic patterns into these chords. So for me, I'll just show you what I'm working on personally, and you can work on it with your own challenges that you do with rhythm. So what I like to do is I'll take one of those chords. Why don't I show you a new chord to do this? I like this one. So this is a F minor 13. I'm voicing it as 4th, 5th, 7th, dominant 7th, root, 2nd, 3rd, 13 or 6, and the root is on top. This covers all of the notes within the E flat major scale. If I take this and put it and superimpose it, this is literally all the notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Totally cool voicing. What I mean by putting a rhythmic aspect over it is something I've been working on is taking the triplet and accenting every other 2 with it. But what I'll do is take this chord and I'll play that. If our triplet is right there was 2 bars of 4/4 accenting every other triplet. I'll play it again. Ready, and. That would have been the downbeat right there. I'll play, downbeat would be there. So what I'll do is take 2 bars of that and then I will modulate it up a 4th. So let's go back, let's do the key of C, right? So I'm gonna do a total of 4 bars of 4/4 accenting every other triplet. Ready, and. Modulate. 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 So what that does is it gets the voicing. You add a rhythmic aspect over it. You're covering so much ground by doing that. I've worked on that for a little while, and I actually started doing that with just arpeggios. 3, 4, A minor, 2, 3, 4. Then I go to F major. 3, 4, 2. So you're getting that feeling. So that way when you come across a situation where you're comping, let's see if I can do it. See, it's kind of hard to, okay. da, that's da, da, that's da, da. So under that kind of circumstance. So that kind of, that the kind of feeling the triplet. That kind of thing, and the drummer might go, or I hope that was it. So anyway, that's just how I practice chords. By the time I get through all of that, the voicing is pretty much under my fingers, nearly automatic, to the point where if I think about it, I can, boop, it can pop in my head and I can play it, and within that circumstance where that chord works, like that first chord, and that's a great ending chord. Right? So each chord has, not each chord, I guess some chords might have a particular, it's all about voice. It eventually comes down to voice leading, I guess. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like and subscribe, and I will play as the credits roll.